And all to my video game experience. Middle of the night, gang. If notifications actually go out, because haha, YouTube. Double check everything's good, gamers. Hey guys. It has been a while since we did anything with Trove, hasn't it? Or at least it feels like it. I think it's only been like a couple days. Come on, YouTube. Why? Yeah, it's like almost 3 in the morning for me, so. I'm hoping to do a couple streams, not just Trove tonight, but we'll see. I don't want to say anything because I don't know whether I'll end up tired or not. Hello, dear YouTube. Can you start working for me, please? There we go. Okay. Because we actually got, what is it? We got the Genshin, like, 1-year anniversary started today as well. And then on top of that, I haven't done Diablo today. I was wondering if it's worth it to grind C4. I got full C3. I mean, I don't know. Is it worth it? Honestly, it's entirely up to your own, like, leave it up to your own opinion on whether or not do you enjoy playing delves, because that's pretty much your answer. Like, can I get my Dino Tamer gems to the Bard? Yeah, because it's magic gems, so they'll work on your Bard. Yes. Kill! It will kill. Oh, whoops. Bong. Blinding light. But yeah, we're just gonna chill. Apparently, like, it's weird. It says that the event is still going on in game, even though it's actually the 28th right now. So it's like, what? I don't get it, but whatever. I don't care. That event was super boring. That was probably one of the worst events for a while. Like, I didn't even bother getting all the costumes. It was just so boring. I just didn't bother. How do I get more attack speed? Well, you'll get more attack speed based on the higher tier of crystal gear that you have. So crystal 4 gear is going to give you better attack speed than crystal 3, for example. But generally, it also depends on the class. Certain classes just have a natural higher attack speed. The cap is only like 300% though. Technically, you can go over that. But 300% is the soft cap where it like actually stops benefiting you. So you're pretty close to cap anyways. It doesn't really matter that much. Whoops. Hey, D. Oh, D, when did New World come out for you, dude? Because, like, you keep saying that you're waiting for it, but I thought it was already out. And I'm not talking about our messages earlier. Like, I legit, like, why isn't it out yet? Like, what's going on? Steam usually is pretty good at launching games, like, for everyone at the same time. Unless it's Amazon's end that hasn't launched the North American servers. Bard or Vanguard? Again, it's all subjective, man. It's all up to you. Which class do you think is cooler? Personally, I think that Bard probably just does things better. It's a lot easier to have a stronger Bard than it is to have a stronger Vanguard. For me, it rolls up at 8 a.m. Oh, okay. Weird. Well, I'm just saying, like, it's weird that some people already have it reviewed on Steam and everything. Like, Steam usually is really good with releasing it for everybody at the same time. I just don't get it. First notification. Nice, Money Monk. Nice. All servers launch at different global times. Oh, okay, yeah. That's why. Very accommodate regions like Australia. Oh, well, I mean, good for them, I guess. Too bad that game's gonna suck, but... Oh! Did you see that? That was pretty cool. The loot collector must have been updated. I never noticed that. It says the total flux that you end up collecting now. Damn, dude. That's really, really handy. That's really nice. So you could directly track how much flux you're making off of all the gear. Huh. Hey, Joe. Wakey, wakey. It's time for school. Ooh. Yeah, the other thing too, guys, I'll gladly admit the reason I've been a little bit behind on the videos lately is because there's been a resurgence. Me and the boys have been playing Valheim again, and that game's too addicting. Like, it's actually a problem. I don't know if I've ever played a game that was that addicting. Like, where time just flies by, and you're just like... Just one more thing, just one more thing, just one more thing, just one more thing. And then next thing you know, it's 8 in the morning. But hopefully you've all been good. I can see not many notifications are going out. I mean, I'm also streaming at an awkward hour, but... Welcome to YouTube. Oh, hey, Cap. Are you still at work, Cap, or did you come home? But, yup, that's Valheim for you. Oh, hey, Dragonborn. It's been a while, man. How you been? God, I can't... You're the same Dragonborn from a long time ago, right? It's been a long time since I saw you in chat, if you're the same guy. Oh, you just got 2 work. Oh. Poor Cap. Damn, dude. You starting at 3 in the morning? Yikes. I mean, night shift gang go burr, I guess. You know what? Give me my movement speed. Fine, I'll keep up with you, Neo Ninja. Kind of. The only way to get dragon coins is with challenges, right? Yeah, or spending money, basically. Oh, I gotta turn that mod off. Hold up. Because, yeah, I'm having the helmet still show up from Chronicles mod. Takes so long. Oh, yeah, it takes long to get any dragons, dude. Don't worry. You're not alone in that. The reason why they have... Step tracker, there it is. The reason why mods are... the reason why it's so brutal to get dragon coins is because the mentality that they put into the game, and this was years ago, this was, you know, when Trine Worlds was in charge, is, well, if we make it as hard as possible, maybe people will spend money. Oh, hey, Nokia. The whole gang's here. What is there to do that keep it end game? Because you're always grinding U10 all the time. I mean, I ain't even in U10. I think I'm actually in U9 just because I kind of do that for some weird reason. We'll do this 5-star and then I'll swap to U10. I don't know. I just find it fun, man. Just video game go burr, basically, is all that it is. Otherwise, I just grind tomes or, you know, just grind my star bar. I don't know. Like, I kind of already have everything, so it's more so just an excuse to chill with you guys. And I've talked about it before. It's a lot harder for me to find, like the Let's Play series is kind of just turned into live streams just because what would I do the next episode on? Hey guys, today I'm spending 10 minutes in this biome. Like, it just, I don't know. the channel kind of evolved past that. And I mean, frankly speaking, it's a lot easier for me to just stream for a good hour and just chill with you guys than it is to try and come up with some type of an idea that I haven't already done on Trove. Because I've done it all. Please help. Oh, there needs to be better ways of getting dragon coins for sure, dude. It's something that has desperately needed an overhaul for, well, for years now. But I don't think it's going to happen. You know what? This is why we're staying in U8, because you guys are here. Well, some of you are. I don't know if these are random people or not. What's the best DPS class for U10 Leviathan bosses in general? Probably Chloromancer would be my best bet. Just because Chloromancer damage go burr right now. Like, ever since the rework, it's just god tier. The hardest hitting class in the game. You might argue that Gunslinger does more damage, but Gunslinger is like burst damage, whereas Chloromancer is like consistently good damage, and then you use your ult and then it's just even more damage. Whee! Yeah, I know some of you guys on the other side of the world are gonna be in school right now. For most normal people like me, it's actually like super duper early. That sounded kind of condescending, but I don't mean it that way. But I kind of do, because for some weird reason, like, I love when you guys get in chat and you think that your time zone is like the only one in the world, where it's like, what are you doing streaming at like 8 p.m? I'm going to bed. And it's like, it's not that time for me. It's actually 3 in the morning. And I've been up all night. What about Tomb Raider? Is there a new Tomb Raider game coming out? What are you talking about, Frosty? I know you're talking about Tomb Raider's damage, which is nowhere near Chloro. He asked for the strongest, excuse me. That does not automatically mean Chlorobants are good, all other classes bad. That's not how the world works. There's only a couple classes in Trove that I just cannot in good conscience recommend. Boomeranger being one of them. Give me the rework, please. But we got Lunar Lancer rework apparently still coming, so we'll see what happens. Hey, Nomu. Since no one asked, how are you? Ah, yes. No, wait, what's the meme? It's like nobody asks how or whatever. Good and bad. Well, I shouldn't say bad. I feel bad because I haven't been as consistent with the videos lately for you guys. Like, this is just something that I always struggle with. I always feel guilty when I feel like I'm not working. But other than that, no, I'm actually doing fantastic, dude. A lot of the things that I've been feeling really insecure about just in general in my life, you know, I've been working on myself a lot lately, and I'm really happy. I feel like I'm in a really good place right now. You know, things with Marika are just getting tighter and tighter with our relationship, and just in general, I'm really enjoying the games that I'm playing right now. I also did a video the other day, which it's gonna take me a little while to edit it. Because it's like 40 minutes. It's basically one of my ranty videos where it's kind of a heart-to-heart video. I talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it's basically me talking about... I've seen other YouTube channels do it, and I thought it'd be interesting to do it myself, where it's basically... it's like the 9 games that were the most influential on my life. And I basically just pumped that out yesterday, like just recording it. It's about 40 or 50 minutes long, and it turned out to be a lot of fun. Like, I did not expect to, I don't know, it was kind of meditative, oddly enough. Just going down this nostalgia trip and talking about like the games that I grew up with and the games that had the most impact on me. But the reason it's probably gonna take me like a good week or two to end up editing that freaking video, because I have to find gameplay footage of all these games that I talked about, and it's like, good lord, no. This. Yeah, man. But yeah, thanks for asking, man. I don't mean to ramble about it. Oh my god, I gotta relog soon to turn the Depth Stepper mod off. Or Depth Stepper, whatever it's called. Was that the boss? I think this dungeon's actually done. There it is. Yeah, everyone asks why is Scyushi streaming late, but not how is Scyushi. That's it. Thank you. That's so good. The only real complaint that I have right now is my neck is freaking killing me, dude. It has been over the past couple days. I seem to be okay now. I think that's actually why the videos kind of slowed down, because I just physically didn't feel very good. Not like sick, just like my neck being all cramped up and stuff, and it's just, ugh. But other than that, yeah. I've kind of been also getting things kind of set up in my mind about like next year when Mariko and I move into our condo. I think that's going to be a really exciting chapter just in my life in general. But also means that I should probably, I'll probably end up streaming and doing like a lot more content. Or more so that I'll just be streaming more regularly, I guess I should say. Because I won't be reliant on other people's clock. The only time that I'll have to manage is spending time with Mariko. And then otherwise, you know, spend time with her, spend time with the dogs, and then otherwise just pretty much be streaming anytime that I'm doing anything else. I don't know. I'm just really excited about it. But anyways. Fun question for you. When you got barred the first time, did you reach level 30 the first day? No, I did not. I treat Trove very, very casually nowadays. Like, it's not like I don't try hard this game anymore at all. And I pretty much... I think I got him to max level on the test server, and so because of it, I didn't really have as much desire to rush him when he went to live server. So most of all, I just kind of kept logging in every day and doing the 5-star dungeons quest, because that gives like a crap ton of XP. And got him maxed out that way, just because it literally, like, you can max out a character in like, I mean, I know that you can max out a character in a day, but you can max out a character in a week just by being extremely casual about it. And I'm talking like all I did was basically log in, do my 5-star dungeon quests daily, and then just log out, and that was it. I mean, I ended up actually streaming all of it, so. I haven't been playing, but I got gone a week into playing, so I feel obliged to play it. Good, James. Good. Because here's everybody else who just gets Gonda and quits. Yeah, don't ever touch Troves of Wonder, dude. Oh my god. Troves of Wonder are only good for new players that don't know what they're getting out of it. But that's just beginner game luck. That's just how it always is. Every game does it, dude. Even Genshin. People day one, I got the Luke. Oh, okay. Stupid. Sorry. That sounds so salty. You started seeing in the chat when I reached level 30 the same day he got released on console. Oh yeah, no, I know it was, I know there was a lot of people that were rushing it, and obviously people were really pumped about it. I mean, I think it was also just because around the time that Bard came out, like, I was just so busy with real life stuff. Like, that was when Mariko and I were still managing, like, the purchase of our condo and everything, and it was just, oh, it was such a stressful time. And I did not want to have to force myself to grind a character for 6 hours straight. That said, if we ever end up gaining another class in Trove, it might be different. I might end up just grinding the whole thing all out at once again. If it's a fun enough character too, right? When Lost Ark comes out, I'm dropping my life savings. Oh, good lord. Be careful, dude. Yeah, didn't they delayed Lost Ark, right? Comes out next year, I think now. I got roasted hard that day. Wait, why? Why were people roasting you for that? What? I thought you were saying like people were excited about. What the hell? You mean like, oh, no life, oh, try hard, blah blah blah. Jealous much? If that's what you mean, then dude, don't let those losers keep you down. Feb 2021 or 2022, I think. Damn, dude, there's so many games coming out next year. Oh, it's ridiculous, dude. Where's my portal exit? Excuse me? Hello? Oh, good lord. Hello. What kind of generation is this? This is crazy. I've never seen this. Jesus. How to make the mini-map mod work? I have no idea how the modders got it to work, but when you have the mod installed, you just press V to toggle it on and off. You'll have to toggle it off to activate certain menus and junk. I was one of the first people to get him to reach level 30. Yeah, I mean, I've been there, dude. I remember with Vanguard, I'm pretty sure me and Joe... yeah, I think it was me and Joe that were the first people to get Vanguard level 30. That's kind of why it's... I don't know. That's kind of why it's... Like, I've already experienced it, so I didn't have as much of a desire to get Bard maxed out right away. I don't know. I think it was just around the time, like I said. What are your thoughts on the new Breath of the Wild sequel? Oh my god, dude. There's so many games coming out, and I'm so ecstatic to play all of them. Like, just think about it, dude. Next year, we've got Elden Ring. We got Horizon Forbidden West. We've got the new Kirby game. We got the new Breath of the Wild game. We've got, like, the list goes on. There's so many things. And then Hytale, right, guys? Ugh. No, seriously. And most of the games, like, the crazy thing is that what the heck comes out? Like, so many games come out in, like, January, February, March. Just bang, bang, bang. It's gonna be a busy time. It's gonna be exciting. But yeah, my thoughts on the new Breath of the Wild sequel, I don't know, dude. We've only ever, like, I would say that the trailer we got right now is kind of more of a teaser, right? It doesn't really show much, but it's because they don't have to show much. They know it's going to be a phenomenal game. They know people are going to buy it. They confidently show, there you go, we're working on it. The only thing that I don't like about the sequel is that I'm still playing it on the jank-ass Nintendo Switch instead of having a new, more powerful Nintendo Switch where I can play the game at 60 frames. That's literally my only complaint. Otherwise, I'm sure that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be one of the greatest games of all time, just like the first one. And they're a boss like underground, but I don't care. Just wanted to say hi because I'm in school right... Oh, okay, Skeleton. Later, bud. Can you do a video where you show all Vanguard costume? I mean, I guess I could. That is a good idea, but I've kind of already done that before. Like, the thing is, I've slowly shown all of the costumes as they've gotten added into the game, but I never ended up doing, like, a full costume highlight. I guess I could write that down. So all X costume, basically. Because, yeah, I guess that's true for a lot of people that are, like, just starting out or whatever. It's, I know it can be kind of daunting to find where all the costumes are from and junk. The problem is that that video is going to be a little bit more complicated than you would think. Because, obviously, if I'm going to be showing off all the costumes, everyone's going to want to know where they came from. Which means I'm going to have to look at my old videos to try and figure out where the heck all of them ended up coming from. I mean, or I could just be lazy and just show them all, period, and that's it. But, I don't know, man. And after there are mods on PS4. No, there's no mods on console at all, Matt. Whenever getting the new skills for each class. No idea. No idea. We just kind of wait and see, dude. Who knows? How long did it take you to get C3? I'm stuck on C2. I don't ask me. Literally, like, I have no idea. I've stopped, like, I'm just here playing the video game. I'm not, like, grinding for anything anymore. I've got lots of Crystal 3, if not Crystal 3, on all my classes, so... I don't remember, like, the hardest part of getting Crystal Gear is the weapon. That's always the worst part, because the hat and the face you can cycle to other classes, so it's not, like, as big a deal. But the weapon means that you have to use the character in order to end up having it drop, or at least use a character that has that category of weapon, which can be pretty bad for certain classes. Like getting a gun. I mean, I guess for that you got Dino Tamer, but... Is Geode still there? You mean the caves? Yeah, they're still there. Nobody really talks about them anymore, but yep. Now we've got the Delves, which are basically the Geode caves, but you can go inside them and kill enemies. And they're disgusting. That was a long hop, wasn't it? My video effects are so broken right now. Like, what's happening? Excuse me. Hey, Interrupt. I had to wear sunglasses for U10 farming. No, I don't doubt it. Legit, if there's one thing, not even like, you don't gotta mod it into the game or anything like that, devs, but for the love of God, change the geode surface. Nobody likes the disgusting red hue that they've chosen, and anyone who says that they like it is just some weirdo who likes hurting their eyes. I'm not saying that the place should be like blue or green or anything, but at least softer tones like this, you know? Such a disgusting place without mods. Anyone know when they're gonna fix console crashes? Nobody does. I don't think they ever will, because the game's obviously optimized for optimized for PC. Am I right? Like, it still crashes on PC, dude. So, what's that tell you? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to keep up. Excuse me. Jeez, what's with all this phlegm? What's the best character? The Knight. Obviously. Where the heck is this stupid... Hello? Is this dungeon already active? Oh, there it is. Okay, I think there is something on top of this. That's why I was getting ready to go up there. Yoink. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I've talked about this many times before, so I don't want to ramble about it too much in this stream, but I think that they should kind of mix and match some of the Shadow Tower content with the current delves, and I think people would be a lot happier. Because mechanically, I like what the delves are. I just find the place to be disgusting aesthetically and boring, because the loot that you get out of it is just astronomically bad. It's almost like the devs that designed it don't actually play this video game. Funny. Alright, where the heck is this idiot? Oh, way down here, huh? Brrr. Who's your favorite character in the game? Probably Shadowhunter. Good luck actually using him for endgame, though. He's just not fast enough. But I would love it if Shadowhunter ended up getting a rework or something. Leviathan, let's go kill it. Ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga. Remove delves and geode and keep making more shadow towers. I like, that's what I mean. I think the delves, could you imagine if the delves was just an infinite shadow tower? That would be dope, right? then I think everyone would be happy. It would kind of be a nice medium. Physical damage or magic damage? All of the magic damage characters are the strongest in the game. There's barely any physical characters that end up actually being like super duper strong. Which is too bad because I actually prefer a lot of the physical damage characters. They're fun. And physical attacks in the game usually don't have as much hit detection issues as magic does. Wait, why am I waiting? Nobody else is here. Nobody else is coming here. You know what? I'm just gonna do it on my bard. I don't care. Let's build up all of our stacks and I don't know. I should have been trying to actually get my big boy damage going first. Almost there. God, this guy is hurting me, isn't he? Okay, battle aura, reset aura. Maximum damage, go! Kind of. Wait, do I even have... Oh, for crying out loud, I'm using the wrong emblems. Whatever, bruh! I'll still tank it, so long as someone else is here to prevent him from respawning when I go to refill my pots. Then we're good. Huh! Haha! Look at this. See the awesome power of this class? Not that great. I really need to be using like the proper freaking emblems. I'm using my speed emblem instead of arcane. Help! I mean, I'm still killing him, but not very well. There we go. He's glitched out and attacking the wall. Yes. Yes, you stupid idiot. Uh-oh. I think he's getting angers. He sure is draining my flask, dude. Like, Jesus. What a jerk. I mean, I should probably... You know what? You guys stay alive, okay? I'm gonna swap to arcane. Come on, 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 boo. There we go. So now at least, look at that. Look at that. So much better. Somebody died. Don't worry, you can respawn and take my portal, bro. I mean, at least now I'm doing damage, but I should be using the Knight subclass ability too, but I'm not. I'm all set up for speed farming, dang it. Even though I never end up actually like speed farming with this guy very often. Or efficiently. Oh, you know what? We might actually kill him in time anyway. Oh, because there's a Chloromancer here. Maybe that's why. Also, this boss is kind of a joke, so. Can we kill him before my flash run out? Yes. I think we shall. We're at 5 pots. He's at 5% health. And oh, never mind. He's dead. Sweet. That was pretty clean. Let's go. Give me a permatorch. Come on. Just do it. Just because. You know what? Fine. Okay, sorry guys. I was a little distracted there. Oh, hey, audios. I never found a Leviathan in U8. Why? Just unlucky, I guess. Probably nothing more than that. Okay, let me swap back to this, even though I, again, technically don't need it. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, keep track of the dungeon at the same time as trying to read chat. A little tricky. Just came here. I have a problem choosing which class should I use, but I can't decide. Which one do you prefer? Like, are you at the start of the game? Because that could change my opinion, depending on if you actually have a powerful character, or if you're just looking to choose a character to play for fun. If it's for fun, then I would say, like, Vanguard, if you have absolutely all options. Bard is alright. Shadowhunter is a lot of fun, most of all once you get your class gem ability. They're way out of this stupid hole. Dino Tamer is fun. Lunar Lancer can actually be a lot of fun, even though you're not really super duper strong. But it's a speedy character. If you're just starting out, though, then Candy Barb is probably one of the funnest ones when you're just at the beginning of the game. And then it kind of falls flat on its butt at the end game. It also depends which character you enjoy the most, dude. Like, which ones do you think are cool? Because there's lots of people that, like, love the Revenant. And it's like, personally, I don't get it. I've never found the Revenant to be very stimulating class to play. But that doesn't mean there aren't people out there that are into it. Oh, were you asking about just finding a Leviathan in U8 in general? Yes. Yes, you can. There's Leviathans in U8, U9, and U10. And each of them drops their own respective torches. Which basically just gives you free light. What's the average age of your viewers? I don't know. If I checked my analytics, which I never do because I don't care about numbers like that. I think over, like, I think it's like in the 20s to like 30 range is most, but it's really tough to tell, you know, because YouTube will tell you what your demographic is, even though like it's only taking into account the age of the account, like the age that somebody punched into it. And I mean, you can end up putting in that you're 100 years old or like 20 years old, or lots of, you know, younger viewers might be on like their mom or dad's account or whatever. Like, who knows, dude? I don't know or care, really. The only thing is I still just kind of try my best not to, like, I'll drop down like more common swears like hell and damn and stuff like that. But I try my best not to drop down S-bombs, F-bombs, and stuff, at least depending on the game that I'm playing. If I'm playing a game that is a bit more hardcore, then usually it's kind of like, okay, well, this is a game for an older audience, so I can just be more myself. But when I'm playing Trove and stuff, it's just, I don't know. Feels weird, I guess. Even though I do swear, like, I mean, hell, I actually tone it down in my videos a lot, because you would not believe it. I swear like a sailor. Alright, let's see. 81K. Wow! Blech. We got so much flux. Oh my god, bro. Flux is probably the true F word of us all, isn't it? Should I get Ice Sage or Chloro? Again, entirely up to you. Which character do you think is more fun? Chloromancer, I'd say, is not like... I don't know. It's a tough call between the two. I guess if you're just going for the damage, probably Chloromancer. But either of them is fun. Ice Sage, I would argue, is probably more entertaining to play than Chloromancer. And I mean, their damage is very comparable. Obviously, Chloro is still stronger, but you can't really go wrong with either of those characters, honestly. Oh, this is also... Side note. This is the first stream that I'm doing with my new RAM. Do you guys notice a difference? I don't. I'm joking, okay? Having more RAM in a computer isn't really going to do anything. Most of all, it's just... Sometimes I would notice frame dips on certain things, not necessarily with Trove. And by having more RAM, it should just kind of stable that out. I'm very picky. Frame rate is something that I'm like super duper picky about. Which is probably why, like I said earlier, I've been like being so overly critical about the Nintendo Switch and how no games are in 60 frames. Because now that the PS5 and the new Xbox, whatever it's called, are actually in 60 frames, I feel spoiled because it's like, finally, consoles have caught up to PC. Now I can enjoy every game in 60 frames. And then here's Nintendo just still screwing around with their baby toy. Hee. Obviously, I'm superly overly critical because I'm such a big Nintendo fan. Just want to point that out there. I don't want anyone to be all butthurt about my opinions towards them. They make a lot of weird boomer decisions. I think any true Nintendo fan can acknowledge that. I sold an old boot for $1 million yesterday. It was very interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. Somebody got screwed. That's so strange. I actually have an item that somebody gave me, which was, I don't know if it was a bug item or a beta item or something. It's a, what is it called? A wisdom pearl. That's actually a tradable inventory item. I still have it in my personal chest, I think. Yee. Oop. I don't even know why I'm getting these Bomber Royale totems, but whatever. Maybe the Lead Bomber Season 3! I recently got 3 mil flux and I'm a returning player. What should I buy? Troves of Wonder. You can't go wrong with that. You'll get Gonda in 3 mil. Guaranteed, right guys? I'm joking. Don't actually do that. You'll get nothing. You'll get a bunch of rainbow wings that sell for like 10k. I don't know, man. That's a very, very particular amount of flux. And again, it's like, what do you want out of it? You want a mount? You want... I would say probably buy resources so that you can craft another class. If you don't already have them all. Because classes, I would argue, is the most valuable item in the game because it gives you more gameplay. And what else is a video game? I'm maxed on Ninja and close to maxing out my Shadow Hunter. Oh, good lord. Which class should I play? Yeah, I just closed my eyes. Chloromancer. Alright, there you go. You're welcome. No, if you like Neo Ninja and Shadow Hunter, probably Bard, Vanguard, Dino Tamer, Lunar Lancer, another fast character, because I'm assuming you enjoy farming rather than delves and crap. Or if you want to balance out your team, you might want to get a class that actually does damage, because you've already got Neo Ninja for the most efficient farming. And Neo Ninja ain't good in delves. I should probably make an individual video talking about how they single-handedly broke Neo Ninja on PC. You guys on console are lucky. Except for those of you on Nintendo Switch who don't even have the Bard for whatever reason. Basically, they changed it so that you can't snare bosses in the delves. So, Neo Ninja went whoop, and then no. And is even lower tier, I would argue, in the delves than before. One of the lowest now. It's so stupid. People be like, graphics don't matter. The Switch doesn't need to be powerful for getting performance as well as much as... I mean, dude, that's the thing. I'm not saying, like... The problem with the Switch is when officially licensed Nintendo games can't even hit 30 frames and have frame dips in their trailers, then you know there's something wrong with this console. Like, I get it, it's handheld, but it's like, in that case, stop trying to make these games look pretty and just down the graphics or something. I don't know. I just want a new Switch. I want a stronger Switch, but frankly speaking, I don't see it happening anytime soon. because of the low amount of electronic stock that we're dealing with. Like, the world is broken and never coming back. Like, I like how people are so naive to think that it's like, you know, now that we got the vaccines out, everything's gonna go back to normal. Yeah, sure thing, dumbass. Good luck living in your bubble, because that's just not true, man. The world has changed forever during our lifetime, where this pandemic ended up happening and electronics and certain parts ended up going out of stock, and it'll just never catch up to the demand ever again. That's the big reason why Nintendo, I'm convinced the reason that they didn't end up announcing a new Nintendo Switch is because they cannot meet the demand. There is not enough supplies for them to even bother making a new Switch. So that's why they just keep delaying it and pulling it back, you know? But that said, we got the Steam Deck anyway, so who cares? Hee. Well, the Steam Deck basically is just, it's not even a Nintendo Switch like they're kind of advertising it to be. It's basically just a handheld PC, which is crazy. Switch games are legendary. Oh, do not think for 1 second that my issues with the console being weak have anything to do with the fact that they are some of the greatest games of all time, okay? Nintendo basically has, like, the top game in every genre, dude. Like, legit. There is no question there. And the only reason why it makes me so frustrated is just because I want Nintendo to do better, because, you know, I would gladly throw them money if they ended up giving me a new Nintendo console that was just a Switch, but more powerful, you know? No, like... Yeah, don't they stopped developing games for the 3DS consoles, right? I say consoles because I don't know how many of them there are or whatever, but it's kind of like, it's one of those things where it's bittersweet, because Nintendo's got the monopoly where you basically have to have a Nintendo console in order to play Nintendo games, you know? And when they keep making, like, harebrained decisions like, hey, we're gonna increase the price of our internet, and get this, we're gonna give you N64 games. Like, okay, Nintendo, why would I do that instead of Xbox Game Pass? What is your rebuttal? What's your callback? Because literally, you can buy Xbox Game Pass and get new games the day they're released. And Nintendo is dicking around over here with N64 games that I could already play on an emulator at better frame rate and also just more stable in general. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so critical, but it's like having Ocarina of Time come over to the Nintendo Switch just doesn't do it for me, man. Now, if they end up bringing over some Kingpin games like Mario Party and GoldenEye, and those all have like online multiplayer, then I'll upgrade to the weird new Nintendo Switch thing. Nintendo Plus, let's call it, because I don't know what else to call it. Oh god, help! Help! Kill the enemy! I'm scratching my eye. It won't go away. It's a priority for me. Oh, I'm blind now. I can't see in my left eye. Oh, my pots are slowly draining. Oh god, no. Would you still say Gunslinger is top tier? Gunslinger is most definitely top tier. I just personally have never really recommended it because I find Gunslinger to be boring, and Gunslinger is not the strongest just because Gunslinger has burst damage in spades, but literally that's all it's got going for it. Other characters outshine Gunslinger now with consistent damage over time. Hell, I would argue even Tomb Raider probably ends up being better than Gunslinger. Once you have all of your minions fully summoned and everything, of course. But until then... I'm stuck at 3K power rank. Please tell me what to do. Keep playing the video game, dude. Never give up. You gotta level up more so that you can put more gems on and get better gear. I've already got a video that kind of talks about power rank as a whole and some of the, you know, things and tips and tricks. I ended up putting it out more recently. 3DS XL was a regular 3DS with a larger screen. Oh, okay, that makes more sense then. I never got into the handhelds, so... It needed more processing power it didn't have, so you ended up with screen tearing and frame rate issues. Ew! That's too bad. Yeah, I completely skipped out on the handheld stuff. Like, it just... I don't know. I barely even play games on my phone. I literally just use my phone for, like, Netflix and YouTube. And, like, messaging, obviously. But even then, I suck at it. Like, I'm kind of a dinosaur in that respect because I couldn't afford, like... a really good phone or anything like that, so for the longest time I was stuck with a really crappy one. And so, you know, even around the time like Twitter and everything ended up coming around, I never really had a good phone, so I just never got into the social media aspect of everything as much as I should have. And so even to this day, it's like if I'm gonna post a tweet or like respond to emails and stuff, I want to do it over my computer on a keyboard. I can't stand doing it on my phone if I have the choice. Which I know is a very weird kind of sounding boomer thing, but it's literally just because I didn't have a good phone for a very, very long time. Yee. There's so much shadow gear around. Rawr. Yeah, I guess true. I always use my phone in Discord and stuff now too. Like, I'm getting more used to using it for socials for sure, Cap. But it's just it's kind of a habit that I'm forcing on myself, not something I'm used to. Also, I live in Canada, and only like this year we've actually got like good unlimited data plans, because for the longest time if you went over your data limit, you were paying, man. So now I finally have unlimited data. It's the first time I ever have in my entire life, and I'm literally using my phone everywhere I go. I'm not like I should. What I want to do, like the fantasy that I have in my head, is that, oh, I have data, I should take pictures when we're out hiking or with the dogs or whatever and do like YouTube shorts and clips and junk like that. But it's like, I don't know. I'm still very... It's like I'm still very picky with what I end up putting on the channel. And I don't like... I don't know. It's like I feel weird using YouTube for the social aspect of social media. Like, I feel like if I make too many YouTube community posts, it's going to end up having a negative effect where people are going to be like, what's with this flood of posts? What is this, you know? Versus if I posted on like Twitter or something. But even then, it's like Twitter's just so toxic and full of idiots that I just don't bother posting anything on there anyway. I don't know, maybe it's just excuses, but who cares? If Nintendo stepped up their game, they could definitely rival Sony to have the games. Well, that's the thing that pisses me off so much, is because Nintendo did step it up. They were competing hard. Remember when the Switch first came out? My god, what a thing that the Nintendo Switch was. The novelty's kind of worn off now, unfortunately. And so that's kind of where, like, that combined with the fact that Nintendo kind of... Stop me if I'm wrong here, just because I don't know how else to explain it. But it kind of feels like Nintendo's getting full of themselves again, rather than trusting the fans and delivering what the fans want. I mean, the fact that they were, like, about to cancel the Metroid Prime game is already a testament to show like how, you know, out of the loop they are. Or the fact that F-Zero fans haven't gotten anything for like, we could just go on and on about Nintendo, frankly speaking. Yeah. Nintendo Switch Pro was apparently an upgrade. Dude, no, the Pro was, that was like a rumor that never came out. No, we're still kind of waiting on the Switch Pro. See, now I'm getting all these frame rate issues again, and I don't get it. Weird. Do you think U11 will exist? I wish that it would, frankly speaking. And then U11 could just even be this exact same area, but the only difference is it would end up having Crystal 4 as a drop. I would take it. U11 technically is actually in the game. The delves do go to a high enough difficulty, the deeper you end up going in them, that you do end up reaching U11. In terms of its difficulty, I don't know if it actually says U11, but the difficulty scaling does get to that and higher. I think technically it goes to like U15 or 16 or something now, which I don't know if anyone's actually gotten that deep, but I know that it's there in the code. How do I get Titan Souls? That's literally from, I think I have a video specifically talking about it. Titan Souls are just from delves now. So basically you'll just go into delves and you have shadow chests that you end up opening every 3rd floor, and those will end up giving you your Titan Souls, your Lunar Souls, your Despoiled Divinity, with a limited amount per week, of course. So it literally just took the Shadow Tower and just migrated into the delves. Where the heck is this next boss? There you are, dum-dum. I think Nintendo is just lazy. I mean, the weird thing, I disagree with that. They're working really hard. It's just the way that they're going about it is kind of like, I don't know. Anyways, sorry guys, I don't mean Nintendo to hijack absolutely everything. It's just we're coming fresh off of the heels of the Nintendo Direct, and I didn't really talk about it in any of the other streams or videos, and with Trove it's kind of a very chill place where we can just relax and talk about stuff, right? But I mean, Nintendo's been like, it's like I just want a stronger Switch, dude. Otherwise I have no complaints about their games. Like Metroid Dread coming out really soon. Really pumped for that one. I'm really excited for whenever they talk about Metroid Prime 4. But it's just stupid little things, like how they had the Mario 35th anniversary, and you know, they made a big deal out of it. And then the Zelda 35th was this year, and they barely did anything for it. And incidentally, this year is also the Metroid 35th anniversary, and they haven't even acknowledged it. Which pisses me off just because I'm a Metroid fan. Like, I love the Metroid games, dude. I'm still waiting for them to port the Metroid Prime trilogy, but I'm confident that they're gonna wait until Metroid Prime 4 is a little bit further in development before they give us the trilogy on the Switch, so that people can, you know, get back in touch with what the heck is actually going on in those games. I wish they would put all the souls back into the Shadow Tower. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I still think that they kind of just dropped the ball in terms of what the delves could have been. Like, it's not that the delves is a bad idea. It's just the execution is like, I don't know. It's not something anybody likes. Like, unanimously, all I hear is complaints about the delves. Later, audios. Or should I say adios? Ha 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 ha. Funny YouTube man. Subscribe. Subscribe now. Or not, I don't care. No, please. I do care. We have to hit 200K this year. No, I don't really care. I really don't. Sub count doesn't mean as much as you guys do, because a sub count doesn't necessarily mean anybody's, like, I don't know. It's just, I think too many people get obsessed with the numbers game of it all. Even myself personally, like, you know, I dealt with a lot of that, feeling all really insecure about numbers going up and down constantly and my paycheck going up and down constantly. And when I finally started you know, internalizing these feelings and working on not caring about it and instead caring about you guys and caring about the content, I suddenly became a lot more happy. What is going on with my frame rate? Why is it draining? Trove, please. This is something that I've noticed keeps happening lately, and I really don't like it. You'll notice as soon as this dungeon completes, it's going to do it again. There we go. Wasn't as obvious there, but still very strange. And I mean, the world always lags when the dungeon X shows up, which I feel is a very big design flaw. I think that if they change the dungeon X to be video effects, it might technically end up draining frame rate, but at least it would end up making the servers more stable. Same here, been happening in most of U10 for me as well. Oh, okay, so it's just a Trove problem going on right now. Probably just server desync or something. Hey, Papyrus! What up? Yeah, breaking open chests too, because it has to generate gear. Big numbers make brain happy. Yes, exactly. That's why you got to go against your nature, because otherwise what happens with YouTube, like imagine you're working at McDonald's, and regardless of how hard you work, your paycheck fluctuates. It would not feel very good, would it? It's kind of like if you worked commission, I guess. But it's, I don't know, it's not the same. It's very difficult to explain. Because the point is that I'm not making like a steady income from just YouTube, like YouTube is just paying me automatically, and it's based on the amount of effort and work that I put into it. And the point is coming to terms with the fact that sometimes things just pop off and sometimes things don't pop off, and being okay with that. Thanks for all the content and helpful videos. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Fallen. Appreciate it, man. Tavio. Damn, dude. First watched you back in middle school. Now I'm going to college. Good God. Time does fly. Thanks for being such an awesome and transparent content creator. Thank you very much, man. You guys are so sweet. You're making my day, dude. See, that right there, that's why I do it. That's what is like I try my best to, like, that stuff hits me in the heart, you know, not the paycheck. Paycheck is just, oh, I can pay my bills and not live on the street and play video games all day. That's it. It's like getting paid is just a happy side effect, and I hate bringing it up because I know people are going to misunderstand. Wow, 74k flux. Look how much flux we're getting just from doing dungeons, you guys. How much flux have we gotten out of all of this, I wonder? Every time I've gone to the loot collector, it's always been like around 70, 80k. Kind of interesting. I think we use the loot collector like maybe 2-3 times, so like let's just say 200k an hour, a little more than that. Not that I'm being like super efficient, but I'm just saying, like, we're just grinding. Ow. Stop hurting me. Your class event guides are god tier. Well, thank you very much, Justin. I mean, that's just because I've been playing this game for so freaking long. Thank you, guys. You are being very nice right now. I'm not like fishing for compliments or anything. I don't want to give that impression either. Oh my god, no, I know, dude. The new event was just Fae versus Undead event was probably one of the most disappointing events in a long time. Really didn't like it. Like, I streamed it the one time and then I just moved on because it was like, what am I gonna do? Stream this for another 5 hours just to grind some stupid costumes? Like, ugh. I already got all the mastery that I need, frankly speaking. Whoops. Get away from me. Stupid. Dungeon done. Any tips for getting shadows in Neon City? You mean Shadow Invaders? Just wait 8 minutes. No, I know you're talking about Shadow Gear, which is literally related to having Magic Find. That's it. Higher Magic Find. Nothing else you can do to end up increasing your drop rates. That's it. You're welcome. Stop with these little frame rate ticks. Like, what the heck, dude? Bugging me. We'll probably finish up. We're a little over an hour, so we'll probably finish up my tomes. And then finish up the stream. And then I gotta do some other stuff. I want to do Genshin because we've got the new event going on. Or at least record it. Depends how long it's gonna take to actually do the event. I guess I could stream it just because it's got a lot of talking and cutscenes and junk. And then I want to stream Diablo. Which class do you recommend for dungeon farming / delves? Well, I've already kind of talked about that in other videos. About like which characters are better for this or that. But I mean, generally speaking, if you're going for like delves and stuff, that would be like Ice Sage, Chloromancer, Tomb Raiser, Draco, probably your best bet just because of the high survivability of those classes. And then speed farming would be like Neon Ninja, Bard, Vanguard, Dino Tamer, I guess Lunar Lancer, you know, the usual. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I've missed some. But those would kind of just be the top picks that I would say off the top of my head. Without going too deep into it. But I'm pretty sure I already have... Don't I already have a video for like best delve classes? Pretty sure. Or am I doing something wrong? Sorry, Steel. Where was your first comment? I see your comment that says, oh my god, you're live. And then I don't see the other one. So I don't know what you're doing wrong. What? Sorry, maybe I'm just missing it. I don't know why, but... how much Magic Find do you have? I have 11,000. But that's because I've got like all the dragons and whatever else, you know. Draco is such a fun class to play. Yes, yes it is. I actually genuinely like the Draco, especially after the rework. Oh, classes that can do both delves and dungeon farming. Oh, okay. Honestly, Bard is a very, very happy medium. Like, I'm very surprised at the fact that Bard actually has a high enough damage amount in order to actually, like, do it. I mean, the thing is, like, any of the classes that can handle the delves are going to be able to handle delves, or handle dungeons, rather. Absolutely no problem, because they're just doing such high amounts of damage and stuff. But in terms of like a character that's both a speed farmer and a delves character, that's a bit tricky. Yeah, Bard would work. Dino Tamer kind of does. Revenant, maybe? I don't know. Tomb Raiser's not super fast. I mean, the whole thing is that you can literally use any of the delve characters, and just if you have a high enough power rank knight, you can have really, really good movement speed on your mount. And that kind of compensates for the fact that certain characters just don't have high movement speed. That's usually what I would end up recommending. Ice Age is speedy. Is Ice Age speedy though? I think you guys are thinking before the rework. Ice Age used to be a really good speed farmer back when your ultimate would put your barrier on and give you movement speed, but it doesn't do that anymore. The shield doesn't give you the movement buff anymore. I'm fine with getting the Vanguard, but just 60 sentient shards. Why? That's why. Spend money. That's why. They want you to spend money. That's kind of what they did with the Bard as well, where Bard is just so extremely difficult to end up grinding. Most people just go for the credit pack. Even free to play, I would recommend you go for the credit pack for the Bard, just because it's so astronomically expensive to craft the class. Not only with the stupid Bardium resource, which is tier 5 caves, by the way, but also just the fact that Bard also requires sentient shards for whatever godforsaken reason. The flux amount, I mean, depending on what the credit pouches are at their current market value, but usually it's actually cheaper to just buy the credit pouches and then buy the Bard pack than it is to spend the same, spend flux on the resources to craft the class. Oh my god, speaking of sentient shards, go get them, boys! Shield does. The ultimate ability does give movement speed. Okay. Let's see, actually, because I'm curious now. It doesn't... Wait, or is it that it doesn't last very long? Maybe that's what it was. I'm curious now, because I want to see. Okay, our movement speed right now is 85. Oh, it does give us movement speed. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, I'm an idiot then. I completely mixed up this Ice Sage. No, it doesn't last very long. That's not very good. Okay, well, either way, yeah, then thank you for correcting me. Yeah, okay. Ice Sage is fast, but in bursts. It's not consistent speed. 135 movement speed would be a lot higher if I ended up having movement speed gear on the class, but that's kind of interesting. Yeah, so, okay, I completely mixed it up. It's actually the opposite, where Ice Sage is faster now since the rework. I don't know why I thought it was the other way around. That's the problem with playing this game for as long as I have. Puck and 3 potions after activating the ult. Yep, but then you're draining your pots and you gotta constantly refill them, is my point, that other characters will do the job better. It's not about the Ice Sage not being able to be a speed class, but you're right. Learn something new every day. I don't think I've mained the Ice Sage since the rework, so that's why my information was wrong. The Bard is by far my favorite class. Cool, man. One of my favorite too, actually. I really like the Bard. Such a fun character to play. I don't bother, like, it's funny how there's the complicated ult and everything like that, and I don't generally end up using the ult, just like I thought I wouldn't when the class was first introduced. Yeah, I guess that's true. I was just thinking about that, Liam. You could just use Conjurer's Crucible. Yeah. Cool. I mean, obviously, then you're just spamming your flash like a crazy person, which... But once again, the argument isn't so much that the Ice Sage can't do it, it's just other characters will do better. Which is... My point is, that's usually the question that people are asking. But yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind for sure. That Ice Sage actually can be a speed farmer, because I usually just breeze right past it. Obviously, that's a little bit more of a complex speed farmer, and I would argue not as fun. Bard is much more fun, though. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a thing. But, yeah. That's pretty cool, though. Just need more gems for it. My Ice Sage is max, my Bard isn't. Well, you could swap the gems. But, yeah, I hear you. I think I only have like maybe 2 or 3 set of really good gems, and then I just kind of swap them between my classes. Because I just can't be bothered to constantly farm for new gems and level them up. It took me a bit of efficiency to learn the ult bard. Now I'm pretty efficient with it. I mean, that's the thing is, yeah, it's definitely worth it. Especially just, like, at the least, I should be spamming my motion abilities. But I just don't because I'm lazy. And that's why I just don't end up bothering with the ult. Because I'm already killing everything fast enough anyways that I don't need it. And it's just kind of another thing to do on top of like just normal farming and stuff, which can be a lot of fun and overstimulating. But I'm also trying to keep up with chat, so it's like generally I just don't really care about overcomplicating things, you know. Hey Galaxy, what up, gamer? Oh, I see, Liam. Yeah, okay, that's why you didn't want to trade gems. I hear you, brother. Isn't Bard physical and magic damage? No, it's a magic damage character that uses the fist weapon, which normally is a physical weapon, but as soon as you put it onto the Bard, it turns to magic. That's why there's the confusion. No, I know about that too, Liam. Like I said, dude, it's just, I just don't bother because I like having a brain dead strat, you know? Like, I don't want to have to concentrate on anything in terms of grinding dungeons and junk. But yes, that is more efficient than what I'm doing. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm just on Gonda half the time, and my natural movement speed is faster than being on a mount, so... Just kind of how I've done things for such a long time that I just... It's not like I need to be at max efficiency at all times, is kind of the point, you know? This way, also with Death Defying, it's like I can look away and just read chat and stuff. No, Steel, I'm not... Some of your messages aren't getting through, it's weird. I've heard that from a lot of you guys, though, where sometimes you'll type out a message and you see it, but it doesn't actually appear in chat, and it's weird. What wings are those? These are the Dark Pegasus wings that you get from the Dark Chaos bolts, which are extremely expensive to craft. How can I obtain C4 faster? What hero should I use? I have 28k power Ice Sage. Also, what is the name of the mod for making Delves purple? Delves purple? I have no idea. Geode Surface is the thing that's different. There might be some delve mods that change the look of the caves, but I don't think so. Maybe. But you're already on Ice Sage, so you're already doing fine, frankly speaking. You can't get C4 gear faster. It is just atrociously bad to grind. Yeah, Galaxy, that's true. You ended up having that same issue with chat a couple weeks back. Yeah. Seems only a few messages come through. Yeah, I don't understand. It's like the YouTube filter is like going crazy lately. I don't think it's anything on your end that you can end up fixing, Steel, but I mean, you could try refreshing. I don't know. Are you on mobile? That could be why. I'm not sure, but it could be why, because I've heard a lot of people complaining when they type out their phone messages. I don't know if it's like some weird autocorrect thing or just the YouTube mobile app being jank. Who knows? Yep, we got an early bird stream. It's actually late for me, but you know. I remember watching your videos in 2016 when I was 12. Jesus Christ. Feel old yet? No, honestly, that's awesome that you've stuck around this long, dude. I sincerely do appreciate it. That's nuts. Yeah, that's the thing is, even I look back on my other videos and it's like, damn, dude, things changed. Like, I'm very different than when I first started out. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job of becoming actually like more genuine with my content if I critique myself in that regard. But But the only real big difference between my old videos and now is just when I bulked up and actually started going to the gym, it was like, oh, I'm bigger now. Speaking of which, right now, it's, I have not gone to the gym in like a month because I've been too stressed out and too busy. I really gotta get back on that. Because it definitely helps me feel better about myself instead of feeling like a slob when I'm eating candy and not working it off. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Nicholas. That's the thing, right? Like, getting C4 is hard, okay? It does require, like, a lot of luck and a lot of grinding. But yeah, once you get, like, you guys don't want C4 gear, frankly speaking, because the items that it costs to upgrade, oof, even for somebody like me who's end game, C4 gear maxing it out is extremely expensive. Like, devs kind of mixed up, I think they accidentally added a little too many zeros, if you know what I'm saying. Became so much more human instead of ADHD scythe. I mean, that was also just, I think I mellowed out a lot more over time, probably because I got older and I just don't care as much. I don't know. I think the biggest thing was just when I decided to, like, drop the persona, you know, drop the whole, like, happy-go-lucky YouTuber thing, which, not to say that I'm still not an optimistic AF, but that's just natural to my personality, you know? But yeah, we don't need to go into detail about it, otherwise it kind of feels like I'm, what the heck do you call it? Like, showing myself up type of thing or whatever. Oh, it's not like I was, like, that's the thing. Even my older videos, it's not that I was, like, acting or forcing it out or anything like that. It was just more so that I created this persona of myself that was still genuinely me. But in terms of trying to manage everything that was going on in my life and just with YouTube and everything like that, it was like I wanted to have just the natural me, you know? And that's probably why things have moved more into, like, me doing live streams a lot more regularly instead of actual, like, recorded videos. Because I've always prided myself on the interaction that I get with you guys. And back in the day, it used to just be in the comments section where I would kind of end up replying to every single comment and, you know, just talking with you guys regularly and stuff like that. And then eventually that just could not be maintained anymore. And so now it's funny how it kind of just traded off, where it's like I'm literally doing the same thing. It's just now I'm doing it live with those of you that are fortunate enough to actually get the notification and be awake at the time that I just stream, because I stream at complete random intervals. Hopefully my stream schedule will maybe get a bit better once Mariko and I are living together in our condo, but we'll see. New Genshin event is sick. Is it? I haven't checked it yet. Because there's, like, story-related stuff that I stumbled upon, and it was like, uh-oh. I don't want to end up doing this off camera. But yeah, as far as I've heard, the event is very time-gated, and you don't really get very good rewards. But that said, I'm not saying it's not fun, because I don't know anything about it. Have you seen the new Chaos chest mount? Oh, God, I didn't even check, dude. Oh, it's a carpet. Wow. Thank you for the reminder. Wait, is that because... Oh, that actually just came out today. Okay. I'll try and make a video, like, for today on the Chaos chest mount, but it depends, because I want to finish this up, and then as much as I love chilling with you guys playing Trove, I do want to play the other games that I've been running lately. I want to play more Diablo. I want to play more Genshin tonight before I start getting too tired. See that frame dip? Like, what the heck is going on, dude? Is that showing up in stream? Oh, yeah, it is. Weird. I've never seen that before. Not like this, anyways. I don't know, like, is my video card overheating or something? Like, what the hell is happening? Weird. I remember when you were making Rune episodes. Oh my god, dude. I think that's one of the reasons why I love Valheim so much, because Valheim feels like Rune. Rune was one of my favorite games, dude. Even today, like, when my brother and I played through it, I still have such fond memories of it. Like, it's definitely a old retro game that aged very well and still holds up today. Now you're making me want to play Rune with, like, a mod, the multiplayer mod with, like, a bunch of people. Stop it. Valheim basically is that, frankly speaking. It's funny, there was actually Rune 2 finally did end up coming out, and it wasn't the same. It kind of sucked, unfortunately. It more so, I did a one-off video about it, and lots of people were pissed off about how critical I was, not realizing, like, I literally was, the title of the video was, like, playing Rune 2 as a fan of Rune 1 or something like that, right? And for some reason, everyone got really pissed off with how overly critical I was of the game, despite the fact that I was approaching it as a fan of the original game. And it's not that Rune 2 is inherently a bad game, but it's not a Rune sequel, so I don't know why they're calling it Rune 2. Like, it doesn't feel the same at all. No, Kappa, I completely agree. I don't mind that the Genshin events are time gated either, because exactly, it's I don't have as much time to, like, I would rather just dedicate a few minutes of my time or whatever to Genshin events and stuff instead of, I gotta dedicate 3 hours. Most of all, I'm just talking whether or not it's actually fun. Like, the fishing event was disgusting. God, I hated it. Guys, look, we got our 70k flux. Oh my god. We're almost done with our last home too, yo. Where the heck am I going? Where am I going? Help, I'm confused. Wee. Have you seen the new game called Blue Protocol? Oh, yeah. I've been keeping up with that one. It is not coming out this year, unfortunately. I think beta for Japan servers is supposed to be coming out this year. For us, we gotta wait till next year, unfortunately. And even then, I don't think there's a release date, which sucks because, yes, I want Blue Protocol. Basically, Blue Protocol is, for those of you that don't know, it's basically like Genshin, but more MMO. So it's actually got, like, proper dungeons and raids and stuff like that. Also has a little bit of Dark Souls combat thrown in there, and I do like my Dark Souls. Why else do you think I'm extremely pumped about Elden Ring? Oh, Galaxy, you're actually getting a PS5 today? Sick, dude. Did they just come into stock, or you just happen to be getting one? Because my cousin actually lives in Japan, and they're so, like, it's in such low supply out there that basically you have to enter a raffle. And it's funny. We always joke about it, because basically you have to enter a raffle, and then if you win the raffle, you have to buy, like, it just gives you the opportunity to buy the console. It's not like you won it for free or anything. But he ended up entering a raffle and he won, so he ended up going and buying a PS5, and he's got one. So, oh, you bought a scalped one. Oh, bro, you could have just bought it from me, bro. I would have bought you a scalped one. Just throw me the extra money for shipping, and then we're good. There's PS5s at my Walmart right now, bro. I was actually just at Walmart today, and I was just, like, I was there with Mariko, and I was like, I should probably buy a PS5 and, like, give it away or something. Just because they're here, and it's like, nobody else can get them. But, what am I, Mr. Beast? I mean, he gives away, like, millions of dollars, but it's like, I'm just saying, like, what do you think about the Genshin Anniversary Awards? Okay. Okay, work with me here. So, basically, to put it into context for those of you that aren't keeping up, Genshin just hit its 1-year anniversary, and the amount of items that they're giving people is so bad. They're having massive backlash, tons of people complaining. Literally, you enter, like, fan art in a contest to end up getting, like, 100 Prima gems, which is, like, $1. Wow. my theory, because I wouldn't put it past Genshin, because they're, you know, greedy China company. And I'm not kidding, they are, even though I love the game. It's true. I'm pretty sure that right now they just see it as free publicity, all the negativity, and then they're going to be like, okay, after much consideration, here's the real anniversary rewards. And then everyone's going to be like, oh my god, they listened to us. Yay, we should all play this game and support it and spend money on it. Even though this was their plan all along. They're doing the big brain strat, dude. They already did it before with Zhongli, where they buffed him and then had a rerun. So they double dipped with that character and everyone gladly paid. So that's my thoughts towards it. I think we're bound to end up getting better stuff just because it's all according to plan. This, yeah, that category. Sorry, I'm just trying to organize my inventory a bit here. Let me get rid of those so I don't accidentally terraform anything. Thank you very much. Boop. Get rid of all these. Also, I love how this mod is still on because I didn't end up actually restarting the game, which is hilarious. Let's do it again. It's big brain time, but yeah, no, legit. I'm super confident that that's what they're doing. Like, it's all just a part of the plan. Like, the MiHoYo is not, like, everything about the game in itself is, like, manipulative and psychological to get you to play the game out of habit. And, you know, there's so much manipulation going on with the game to make it as addicting as possible. Or maybe they just won't give us any prizes for the anniversary, in which case they're just showing that they're one of the greediest companies ever made. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I hope that some of you will end up tuning into the next stream, because I'm going to just take a quick little break, kind of recuperate, give myself some water. And then I'm going to set up and probably start streaming the Genshin event, and then go right into Diablo 2 after that, depending on how long that stream of the event ends up taking. It might be really short. But hopefully some of you come out to that, and even if you don't, that's okay, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is. Bye, guys!